Right, okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, so for this time around, we're going to be looking at the introduction to computer networking. Then we'll also look at certain components that are found in computer networking. All right, okay. So to start with, we'll start by understanding what computer network is. So computer network is just a connection of just two or more autonomous computers, like if you can see in this diagram here, where we have the networking, like you connect your computers to one or two autonomous computers. Okay, so computer can be just geographical located anywhere, so anywhere. Yeah, then we have other thing that we usually use in computer, which is LAN, MAN, and WAN. Okay, so network in small geographical area, like in a room, a building, or a campus, it is called a LAN. So if you're using a network that is just able to accommodate a small particular place, that one it is usually use LAN, which is just a local area network. Okay, then the network in a city is called MAN. So a network that is used to connect all electronic device within the city, that one we usually call it MAN, which is a metropolitan area network. A network that is spread geographically, like countrywide. So such a network is what we call WAN, because it covers country across the globe, which is called WAN, which is wide area network. Okay, now let's look at some of the application of networks. So we usually apply networks in resource sharing. If you're sharing resources, it can either be an hardware, that is computing resource, a disk, a printer, then soft copy, we're referring to application or even software. Okay, so software can either be, yeah, software, it is just something that you cannot touch, but it can be just be installed and processed on an electronic device. Then we have what we call another application of network is information sharing. You can share information from anywhere where you are across the globe, because it is easily accessible from anywhere using file database as well as search capacity, which is www, the worldwide. Yeah, then can also apply network in communication via email, messages, broadcasting, like the way we are doing it via, like as in recording the lecture session and sending, uploading the video so that you can be able to watch it at your own pace. Then remote computing also, it can be applicable. Okay, then also distributed processing, that is the grid computing. Okay, so now let's look at the network topology. So network topology is just it defines the way in which computers, printers, and other devices are connected to a network topology. So this describes just the layout of the wire and the device, as well as the path that are used by data transmission. So when you look at what we have here, we have, this is the bus topology, then this is the ring topology, and this is the star topology, and then down here we have what we call the extended star topology, and this one it is just a mesh topology. Okay, so topologies, these are just ways of connecting a computer to printers or any other devices. Okay, so let's start with the first one, which is the bus topology. What is it used for? The bus topology, it is commonly referred to as a linear bus of all devices on a bus topology that are connected by one single cable. Okay, so that's what a bus topology is. Then a star and the tree topology. So if you look at this diagram that we have here, we have the star and the tree topology. So the star topology is the most commonly used architecture in the Ethernet LAN, the local area networks. Okay, yeah. Then when it is installed, the star topology resembles the spokes in a bicycle wheel. So it just resembles those spokes that are found within the bicycle wheel. So that's what it resembles. So large network use the extended star topology, which is also called the tree topology. When they're used within the area device, that filters the frame or packet like bridges to switch and routers. This topology significantly reduces the traffic on wire by sending the packet only to the wire of the destination host. Okay, then we have the ring topology. The ring topology, just like the way it is appearing there, it's appearing in a ring formation. Okay, so this one is the frame travel around the ring, stopping each node. If a node wants to transmit data, it adds the data as well as the destination address to the frame. Okay, so the frame then continues around the ring until it finds the destination code that takes the data out of the frame. Okay, so if you can see on the diagram, what I'm just this is what we're talking about of this ring topology. We have a single ring, which is just it connects all device on a network share just on a single cable. Using just a single cable, it usually connects all device. Then we got the dual ring. The dual ring, this one is just the topology that allows data to be sent in both direction. Okay, then let's look at the mesh topology. Mesh topology, it connects almost all data device to the nodes of each other for the redundancy and the fault tolerance. So it is used in wide in wide area networks. Okay, and to interconnect the local area networks for the mission critical networks like those that are used by the banks as well as the financial institution. Okay, then it's also implemented, like implementing the mesh topology is expensive and difficult. Okay, then what are some of the network components? Number one, we have what we call physical media, interconnecting device as well as the computer, working software and application. Okay, so what are these working medias? So working medias, these can be used as simply as the means by which signal or data can be sent from one computer to another, either by cable or just wireless means. Okay, so let's look at these. So when you look at this cable here, this is just the outer jacket, then the overall shield, then we have the pair of shield, then we have the twisted pair, as well as the color coded plastic insulators. Okay, then we have the STP connector, which is then this one, it has the speed you out 10 to 100 millibytes per second. Then it goes, the cost per node though is just moderate expensive. Okay, then the media and connected size, this one you can usually use medium or even large, medium to large. Then the maximum capacity of these cables, the short cables, they usually like it goes up to just 100 meters short, like just to connect within the local area network. Yeah, just like in a classroom or in a computer library and whatnot. Okay, then working device, we have the HUB, the switches, the routers, the wireless access points, as well as the the modems. Yeah, modems. Okay, so computer client savers. Okay, so a computer client savers, it has a saver with three clients. Okay, now a client to save a network is just arranged. It's just an arrangement network service that are located in a dedicated computer whose only function is to respond to the request of the client. Then we have what we call the saver. So the server contains the file or print application, security, and other services in a central computer that is continuously available to respond to client request. Okay. Then we have the networking protocol or the TCP and the IP. Okay, so let's look at the diagram that we have here. So application, then we have transport network and network interface. So in the file transfer, we have file transfer can be transmitted, emails can be sent, remote login like logging in the net, you can use it, and also network management, how to manage your network, and also how to name the management domain service. So application, we have transport network as well as network interface, where we have which are connected to application and all these other device. Okay, then application, we use computer networking. Some of the applications that I use in computer networking is emailing, searchable data like using on the website, the e-commerce like the Alipay, Alibaba Pay. When you look at all that, that is just an e-commerce, which is just an electronic commerce, buying and selling just of goods online. Then you get news groups as well as the telephone, that is the VoIP. Then we have the video conference where you can just like Zoom meetings. Then we have the chat groups, the instant messenger as well as the internet radios. Okay, so what is networking? This is it's a $1 billion net question. So networking is just the collection of computing device connected in order to communicate and share resources. All right, so we are sharing resources using the computer. Okay, so connection between the computing device can be physical using the wire or a cable, or wireless using the radio waves or the infrared. Okay, I have a question for you. Can you name some of the device in a computer network? You can pause the video and type your answers in the comment box below. Okay, so let's move on. Networking. We have the node or the host. It is just any device or a network. Data transfer, that is just the bandwidth. This is just the speed at which data is moved from one place to another on a network. Then I've got another question. You can still pause the video and then give me the answer in the comment box below. Why is the bandwidth so key? Why is it that the bandwidth, the one that is used to transfer data rate, which is just the speed in which data is moved from one place to another, why is it a key factor in computer networking? Okay, that's your question. I'll be waiting for the answer. Now let's look at networking. Networking, we can say computer network have opened up, and the entire they've just computer network have opened up the entire frontiers, the entire frontiers in the world of computing, which is called the client server models. Okay, so computer networking, it has just opened up the entire frontiers, the frontiers of the world of computing. This one is called client or server model. So you have the client which also requests to the server, then the server also gives the response to the client. Okay, so this figure, it is so important because it gives us what really goes on in computer networking, where a client will request the information from the server, which is the host, and then the host will respond. Then this way we can say communication is taking place. Okay, then let's look at networking, some of the component features that are involved in networking. So to start with, we have what we call protocol. Protocol is just a set of rules that defines how data is formatted and processed on a network. Okay, then we have a file server. A file server is just a computer dedicated to storing and managing files for for a network user. Then we have the website saver. A website saver is just a computer dedicated to respond to requests of web pages. Then we have the P2P model. This one is just a decentralized approach that shares resources and responsibilities among many peers in computer. Okay, now then we have what we call the types of computer, like types of computer networking. We have what we call the LAN, which is just abbreviated as in the local, which is just the local area network, abbreviated as in the LAN. This one is a network that connects a relatively small number of machines in a relatively close geographical area. Then we have the ring topology. Ring topology connects all nodes in a closely loop on which a message travels in one direction, just the ring. Then we have the star topology. The star topology is just the center around the node to which all other are connected, through which all messages are sent. Then we have the bus topology. So the nodes are connected in a single communication line that carries messages in both directions. Okay, so type of computer networking. So we have this part here where you are connecting your computer devices. This one is a ring topology. You can connect about 6 computers together, or you can use what we call a star topology, where you can connect 6 computers again together. Then you can use what we call the bus topology, where you can connect 6 computers together again. Okay, then what is an Ethernet? An Ethernet is just an industry standard bus technology for local area network. Okay, now let's look at the types of network. Then again, we have the wide area network. So the wide area network, this is the network that usually connects the local area networks and other over a potential large geographical distance. Then we have a metropolitan area network, which is just known as the MAN. So the wide area network, just like I was saying, this one usually connects just the places like where you are, like just this one, it just connects just areas within areas. It's a network that really covers within areas. Then we have the metropolitan area network, which is also known as MAN. So this kind of communication, it is just infrastructure that are being developed in around large cities. Okay, so this one, it is used like countrywide and across the globe. And then we have what we call the gateway, which is just one particular setup that handles all communication going between the local area network and other networks. Okay, so now let's look at this important diagram here on the gateway, where we have the local area network connected across a distance to create a wide area network. So we have about computers that are connected, 6 computers that are connected in a gateway, and then we have sending information through the gateway to connect other 6 computers. So these computers, they'll be sharing or having similar kind of information all together. Then the types of networks, again, we have internet. So internet is just a wide area network that spans the planet. So now I can ask a $1 billion question to say, so who owns the internet? I'll need an answer in the comment box below, and ensure to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more interesting videos about computer networking and other health related videos. Okay, then we have the internet connection, where we have wireless network. This is just a network in which devices communicate with other nodes through the wireless access point. Or you can use the Bluetooth as well as the technology that is used for wireless communication over a short distance. So this one, like Bluetooth, can only be used over just a short distance. Continuation of internet connectivity. Okay, so we have what we call the internet backbone, which is just a set of high-speed network that carries internet traffic, and it provides companies such as the AT&T and the Verizon, GTE, the British Telecom, as well as the IBM. So internet service, this one, what it usually does is that it sends the internet service provider, which is abbreviated as in the ISP. So the ISP here, we're just looking at an organization that provide access to internet. Okay, right.